Hey, Mark from WeBlocks here, and in this episode I would like to talk about true and false block. So in the last episode we talked about forms, we talked about if statement, and right now I would like to show you how works true and false and how we can use it. So firstly, I would like to show you a little experiment. What will happen if I would put if true? Thus for this moment I will disable this block using shortcut Command D, which you can see right here in the list of the shortcuts. And I will create a set CSS background green in a tag body if this is true. Let's refresh, and it's of course green because true is always true and false is always false, so it's not showing anything. So that's how it works. If inside of it we have a true, then it will do this program, but if we will have a false, then it will not do this program. And this way we can use some variables which will also have a value true or false. So right now, if I would do a variable which is checking if number one, so let's use get variable number one, I also have a variable is number 5, because right now we have a button is number 5. So I want to check if number 1 is equal to 5. And if it is, I want to give this variable a true. Else, I want to give this variable false. Okay, and right now, when I have this second if statement, I can create a trigger for it on click in a button, because this button has a class button. So on a click in a button, I want to check what is the value of is number 5. Is it true? If it is, then I will set background green, and else I want to set background red. Let's see if it works. So right now when it's 4, then it's red. If it's 5, it's green. And that's how true and false works. And true and false is also very helpful for checkboxes. So the first use cases is helper values, helper variables, and in this situation it's very simple to check if number 1 is equal to 5, because I could just use this variable here and it would work exactly the same. But in the more complicated programs it's helping us a lot, but it's also very helpful for checkboxes. So let me create a checkbox which is check, for example, just is it checked, and this checkbox will have a name. Let's just give it a check. Okay, so right now let's remove this and let's remove this. Let's just give it a checkbox, and I will create a I will create a variable check, and right now I can put this variable inside of our list of variables, update check using input check, and if check is equal to true, or I can do it easier just this way, if check, so it's exactly the same. this block is doing exactly the same what this in this situation, because we have because checkboxes are always true or false only. If it's true, then let's use this, and it's false, then use this. Okay, right now when I will refresh, when I click on it, we have green and red, green and red. And that's how we can use it with the checkboxes. So this is how checkboxes work, and I will just show it to you on example with a text. So when I would create a heading, let's give it a checkbox text, and I copy this text, I publish it, and I just want to show you how it looks using set text, just to show you that this check, let's put it into checkbox text and let's remove it. So when the checkbox is checked, the value, this value check, is just a true. So we can also display it this way. We can display it as a true or false, and when we will change our checkbox to custom checkbox, we can also use custom checkboxes, and it will also work exactly the same. It will be true or false. So this way we can use checkboxes using this true or false. I hope you like it. If you do, let's go to the next lesson and let's more about logic and forms. See you soon.